Hello Virgo, and welcome back to New Hope Tarot, where we will be doing your reading for the week of March 25th through March 31st. I have meditated upon the cards and I have pre-shuffled, but as always, I go ahead and shuffle live. I thought that was going to come out, but it did not. During meditation today, Spirit showed me a turtle walking, but there was a starfish on its back. So the very first, I focused mainly on the starfish, but I do want to touch base on the turtle. And of course, the turtle, it was really focused on the shell, but the turtle was moving. So I feel like there's some sort of slow movement happening, but the shell represents its home, its safety, right? The starfish, that is the thing that I really focused on. It wasn't a star, it was a starfish. And the starfish has a lot of details on it. It's every starfish is different, and it's very textural, right? So if you touch a starfish, it's very textural. It's bumpy, and it's a beautiful thing to watch. But the interesting thing about a starfish is that it does not have a brain. It is a sensory creature, which means that it feels its way. It doesn't think its way, it feels its way. It doesn't mean that it's not intelligent. It just means that it just feels, right? It's a sensory-based creature. What this signified to me, what this meant to me, is that the universe or the divine is guiding you or encouraging you to disconnect intellectually from something and consider the emotion behind it. How do you feel about it, right? So reflect upon it emotionally versus intellectually, right? So instead of weighing the pros and cons, right, where you're thinking logically and you're writing these things down and you go, okay, this is good. This is really saying, feel your way. How does it feel to you? This encourages you to go deeper within and feel out a specific situation. That's what I got with the turtle and the starfish. The turtle and the starfish sounds like a great story. The turtle and the starfish. All right, let's connect with your oracle card here. And if you are returning to my channel, welcome back. I really appreciate you. If you are new to the channel, your energy is always welcome in this space. If you currently subscribe to my channel, I greatly appreciate it, as I am trying to reach the 1,000 subscribers mark by June. If you have yet subscribed and you feel so called to do so, please feel free to do that at this moment, as that exchange in energy does allow your energy here be better embraced during the readings, okay? And we have reflect. May you discern and distill. Isn't that what I just said about the starfish? Literally, that is what I just said. Well, I mean, not literally. I mean, it wasn't verbatim, but pretty much what I just said, okay? So, wow. Okay. You know, what I'm getting from this particular reflect card is I see an energy of calmness, but in the distant, there's an ominous redness. There's an ominous feeling there. And it's like, everything is blue. Why is that red? But it doesn't pique your interest in a good way. Oh, we have one card. Okay. It doesn't pique your interest in a good way. I feel like it piques your interest is like, okay, this is out of place. This doesn't seem right. Right? And again, this is the difference between thinking about it intellectually and feeling it, right? From, if you just look at it and you go, oh, it's right. It could be a beautiful horizon. It could be this. It could be that. It could be blah, 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 right? But feeling it, it doesn't feel good. It feels ominous. Here's the second card. That's what I'm getting here. And sometimes when you sit and you reflect and you feel, sometimes the reflection isn't always. The reflection isn't always identical. Oh, and there's the third one. It came out very quickly. It isn't always exactly, right? It is not a mirror reflection. It is a reflection, specifically if it's in water, it's a little scattered, it's a little morphed, right? So sometimes when you reflect on something, it isn't necessarily exactly what you thought, but it is a perception, right? And what you perceived it to be isn't necessarily what it is, right? Let's look at your cards here. We have the Seven of Swords, the Six of Cups, and the King of Cups. Okay. I don't know if you heard the car alarm outside, but I feel like this is saying pay attention, right? Alarms, right? Alarm. And yes, the Seven of Swords can be about strategy, but what I'm actually getting here, and it is the cheating or the trickery or like a bit of a trickster. And I feel that's the energy that's here, the trickster. Yellow typically represents joy, like you're trying to do something good. But in this particular instance, I feel like there's some sort of deceiving or trickery energy around something that's supposed to be good and joyous. I don't know, take that how it resonates. In the background, it looks like there's possibly castles, but I feel like instead of castles, I feel like they're tents. And tents remind me like carnivals and fairs and things of that nature. So like something fun. So, and then in conjunction with the yellow, I feel like it's supposed to be something happy, but I feel like there's deceit and trickery and lies and somebody's being naughty here is what I'm getting. That's the feeling that I'm getting. With the Six of Cups, this is, this could be somebody from your childhood that's doing this. Somebody you know well. Maybe it's a family friend. Maybe it's just family. I don't know. But oh, okay. Thank you, Spirit. This is going to be very specific. So if you are working for some sort of what's the word, Spirit? Can you give me that word again? I'm sorry, I messed that up. Charity, thank you. Some sort of charity. And you're doing good. I feel like this person is either cheating that charity, stealing money. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what's happening in this. This is incredibly specific. So please take this how this resonates, because this is really, really, really specific. It's like this person, if this has nothing to do with a charity and you don't work with a charity or work with like Goodwill or whatever, right? Let's say that maybe you are selling a home. And your friend that you've had for a very long time or a family member says, you know what, I'll sell your home, and but I'll do it at a low cost for you. Maybe this is a scenario. I'm not saying that this is what's happening. These are all scenarios, except for the charity. That was specific and that came from Spirit. That did not come from me because I didn't get that. Spirit gave that to me. This is, if that's again, this is an example. This could be where, the friend's like, okay, yeah, I'll sell it at a low cost. And then they sell the house, but they include a lot of extra fees. And they say, well, I'll only do it for this percentage. But then they'll include a lot of different fees where they nickel and dime. And really, they're showing you, oh, look what great thing I'm doing for you. But really, it's yours and they're taking it, right? It's like they've taken so much and they go, you know what, I'm going to give this extra to you. And you're like, oh my gosh, how wonderful you are. And meanwhile, they look like a superstar, but really, they're only giving you what was really yours to begin with. Okay? So this could be a relationship. This could be a business. Take it how it resonates. It's an energy that is, I feel like somebody is just masquerading as somebody that they're not. It's like they're masquerading as nicey and they're naughty. Okay. And then with the King of Cups energy, I feel like this is you deciphering. You're like, I don't know. I feel like they did something good, but I'm not feeling like it is. I feel like this is the reflection. This is you taking the time to reflect on what happened and you saying, something doesn't feel right here. That's what I'm getting. All right. So take that how it resonates. But that's super, super, super interesting. And again, incredibly specific. Now, in another total different scenario, this can be about something that you've been reflecting upon that maybe you've taken with you and, as you moved throughout life, and it's kind of stuck with you, right? And through life's the masquerade of life, right? Let's just say the masquerade of life, through the masquerade of life, and you going through things and doing things and being flexible for everybody else. I feel like you lost a part of yourself, but I feel like this starfish is a nostalgic feeling that makes you recognize, you know what? I remember doing this and it made me feel super good. And I want to do that again. And then you come into your energy of the King of Cups and say, you know what? I am going to do this. After reflecting, I am going to do this. And I feel like I'm going to move forward with whatever decision this is. Right? And I feel like you are connecting with this emotion at a deep level that you might know, you know what, I'm going to trust that this is what's right, even though logically it might not make a lot of sense. But you know what? The King of Cups, it's emotional intelligence. And that's exactly what the starfish is. Emotional intelligence. This is definitely that starfish feeling. And I feel like that's how you feel your way through this. Two completely different energies that just came through, right? This trickery for those listening, pay attention to your life, right? Pay attention. Remember, there was that honk right at the beginning with this trickery person when I was discussing that first that first scenario, this is saying, pay attention to somebody of that nature, right? And with the second scenario, this is saying, stop deceiving yourself. You've gone through life. You've already done a lot of things. You've already been flexible enough in, your entire life. It's time to go have fun and go do something that makes you feel good and makes you feel playful, makes you feel, joyous, like you had way back when. Like when maybe you used to go backpacking. I don't know, the turtle came to mind, and I got the shell, which is about, like a mobile home. Maybe you want to buy a mobile home. I don't know. Maybe you want to go backpacking across Europe or across somewhere. I don't know. And you just want to go backpacking, and that's something that brings you joy. And you're like, you know what, I'm going to go do that. I've done a lot in my life, and I've been flexible as far as everybody else's needs. Now it's time for me to give back to myself. All right. Those are the two energies that are coming through really, really strongly. So there's that. All right. We have the 8 of Wands in reverse. And we have 2 of Cups in reverse. Okay. And, okay. Underneath both of these, we have 2 more kings. The King of Pentacles and the King of Swords. Look at this. Okay, here's the funny part. Both of these kings are logical. That's hilarious, right? That's really, 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 really funny. But yeah, let's take a look at this story, because this is beyond interesting. So what I'm getting, well, let's not touch the kings yet. Let's go ahead and touch with the 8 of Wands and the 2 of Cups energy. With these two, this is saying there's delayed news or delayed travel with this 8 of Wands in reverse. And did you hear that beep again in the background? There's an alert, right? I feel like this is a serious warning with this tricky person that's coming off as being friendly, okay? So please pay attention to that. So maybe with this delayed news with the 8 of Wands in reverse, in regards to this particular situation, I feel like the same. If you don't pay attention, you might find out a little too late, and there might not be much that you're able to do. Okay. Okay. Well, thank you, Spirit. But Spirit just said, no, we want you to discuss the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords together with this. So they're saying that with the King of Pentacles, you're going to think, after you figure this energy out, you're going to think it through logically, and you're going to find out a way to try to get your money back. Okay, that's what I'm getting with that. And again, this is like King of Pentacles, King of Energy. This is saying, or King of Energy. Wow. King of Pentacles and King of Swords energy is what I meant. This is King energy. This is saying, I'm going to get my money back. I am going to be incredibly logical about this. I'm going to think my way through this, and I'm going to be assertive. Not only am I going to be logical, I'm going to be assertive. And I'm also going to feel my way. Why? Because I'm also the King of Cups. I mean, the King of Wands is the only one that's missing here. Seriously. But this is saying, you know what? You need to get into your King energy, and you're going to be assertive, and you go, listen, I might be, caring, and I might be nurturing, and I might be, with all these wonderful things of the King of Cups, but don't mess with me, because I can be the King of Swords. And I'm going to get my money back. I'm going to get this back. I am a protector with the King of Pentacles. I'm a protector. I love this. I love this energy. Holy cow, Virgo, ain't nobody gonna mess with you. Or if they're gonna mess with you, they're gonna realize, you're not just a turtle. You're a snapping turtle. That's what I'm saying. Woo! I love it. And then with the Two of Cups, I feel like you're going to come into your own. You're going to really come into unison about something. You're going to go, you know what? I can be gentle, but I can also be harsh. I can walk this balance of the two things and choose to be what I need to be at that time for whatever that particular situation calls for. That's what I'm getting here with the Two of Cups. I love this. And you know what? I feel like Spirit is if they have not yet communicated to be aware yet, I feel like they have, or they're about to. And if they have and you haven't heard them yet, pay attention to that, because I feel like they have for some reason. Okay? Maybe you're just too busy in moving or something with this turtle moving. Like it was moving and it has its home on its back, its shell. So maybe that's the reason you haven't really been paying attention, because maybe you're distracted. Come Together is your fairy card, and it says fairies like to be busy and a group of them as showing you. Oh my gosh, let me read this again. Holy cow. Sorry, this is very small writing. Come together. Fairies like to be busy, and a group of them is showing you that many hands make light work. Working as a team helps you get the job done. Oh my gosh. Okay. Listen, if you're the King of Cups, you might get in touch with two other King energy people to help you out with this particular situation. Okay? So just because you're busy, and just because, I don't know why I'm still shuffling these fairy cards. I'm not using these cards right now. I have to get the tarot for advice. If you're busy doing this and that, and your hands, are busy and you're distracted and you're doing things, just like I said just a little bit earlier before this card came out, this is about other people within that you're going to come across are going to help you. This could be close friends and family in this, moving situation, or this charity situation. This is about these people. It could be one person, but I feel like it could be more than one. But I feel like a group of people, it could be more than two for all I know. But I feel like this is a group of people that are going to back you up, and maybe they're going to warn you ahead of time. Maybe one's an accountant, maybe the other one is like the fine comb person with that, looks at all the details of all the other things. Maybe one's the enforcer and the other one is the detailed person. I don't know, but pay attention to what they have to say if that's the case. All right. I really like this. If this is about you going back and doing something in your life, again, I feel like there's travel ahead, but I feel like this is about travel that you will schedule out. I don't feel like you're going to be like, oh, I'm just going to jump on the next plane and pick up and go. I'm not seeing that. What I'm seeing here is that you're going to say, you know what? I'm going to schedule travel time for me. Maybe you can't pick up and go whenever you want to because you have responsibilities, but you do have the time to schedule something out and do something for yourself that makes you joyous, makes you feel happy, and you strategize a way to make this travel happen. And let me tell you, if you're not going with a group of friends, you might, maybe it's your soul group or your soul tribe, or maybe, or even if you do, you could meet a potential lover there with the Two of Cups, okay? All right, we have the Justice and we have the Five of Pentacles. Okay, listen, here's the advice. This is saying, if somebody's asking for something, or if they're offering to help, before you take that offer and say, oh yeah, that would be great, I would go through the details and balance the options as to why they're offering it at such a discount, and really go through the details like a fine-toothed comb. I think I said that right. Anyways, and balance things out because, and again, feel it. When somebody says something that just might be too good to be true, feel that out, and then make the plan, right? If this is, reflect on it, right? Feel it out, reflect it, and then go from there. Because I feel like if you do this, then you'll be able to prevent the loss, right? And then having to go back and do all that extra work. If this is about you choosing to go do something because you've already given a lot to other areas of your life, and you finally want to go and do something that suits you and makes you happy, this is saying, listen, you've given plenty. If people keep asking more of you, say, you know what? As much as I'd love to, I really need to give time for myself, and I need to balance my work and life energies, and I have to balance this. I need to have a healthy work-life balance. And this is what I need to do. I'm going to schedule it out, but during this time, no one can bother me. And I feel like this is you really setting a solid boundary for the respect of you going away, or maybe somebody has always frequently, not always, but frequently contacts you on your days off, and you're willing to help because you're flexible and you're wonderful. You're a wonderful person. I mean, you're the King of Cups, for goodness sakes. People trust you. You give good advice. You're caring. You're just a great overall person, and you're reliable. And because you're reliable, people lean on you a little bit too heavily. And I feel like you finally said, you know what, as much as I enjoy this, I also feel like I need to give, and you certainly, I don't feel like you mind doing it, but I feel like you need to give back to yourself, and you recognize that because you feel it. You feel the heaviness, and you also feel the call to go do something, right? Maybe you don't recognize yourself as much in the mirror anymore, and you go, wow, I need to go and get back in touch with myself. All right, my darling Virgo, that was your reading for the week of March 25th through March 31st. I hope it resonated. If it did and you have yet subscribed, please subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. You're certainly helping my channel and allowing the channel to grow and reach other people. All right. And if you have subscribed, please leave a comment. Let me know how it did resonate with you. Until we meet again. Bye.